Hi, everyone. This is Deidre, founder of Spiritual Growth for Women Ministry, and I just wanted to show you what I'm so excited about that I got in the mail today. Look, can you see that? Yeah, these are my refrigerator magnets, and I like because they're like the three books that I have out, being Breaking Shackle, Mighty Woman of God, and Arise, O Daughter, Come Forth. And these are so cool. And as you see, they're refrigerator magnets. I love them. I was just waiting on them. And another thing I was waiting on is my book, Arise, O Daughter, Come Forth. I love the watermark. I don't know if you can see it, but I really fell in love with the watermark. I'd like to see if you can see it. See the watermark behind it? And it's just a picture of the angel. Loving it today. $9.99. You can go to CreateSpace or Amazon.com. And Mighty Woman of God, CreateSpace or Amazon.com. They sell for $9.99 each. And then I also have my first book, Spiritual Growth for Women, Breaking Shackles. I love this as well. So today, I hope I have enough time. Thank you, Jesus. I was reading. I've been going for my walks and speaking to the Lord all the way there and back. And so God had given me a message, and so I write it down when I got home. And just, sometimes God will give me the message, but also he doesn't give me when to do it, but I keep it. You guys don't know. I got little sticky notes everywhere, but I just love today's message, and I hope I have enough time to deliver it the way that God wanted me to deliver. And the message is coming from Jonah. Jonah, the one who was swallowed up by the whale. Okay. God gave instructions to Jonah, and because Jonah did not want to do what God said do, he went and hid and got on some people's boat, and the sea was raging here and there, and they knew why the God was mad at them because they had Jonah on the boat, so they throw him over and he gets swallowed up by the whale. And again, so I know most of you know the story, but I'm going to go with Jonah's prayer. Jonah's prayer is from inside, chapter 2, verse 1. From inside the flesh, Jonah prayed to the Lord his God. He said, in my distress, I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From the depths of the grave, I called for help, and you listened to my cry. You hurled me into the deep, you into the very heart of the seas, and the current swore about me. All your waves and breakers swept me over. I said, have I been banished from your sight? Yet I will look again toward your holy temple. The engulfing waters threatened me, and the deep surrounded me. Seaweed was wrapped around my head. To the roots of the mountain I sank down. The earth beneath buried me in forever. But you, God, my life from the pit, oh Lord God. Now, that's second. Now you should read also 3, because after Jonah was released from the well, he went and did what God said. The thing that he was afraid of doing, he went and he did that. So thank you, Jesus. So my message today is, for God is saying that he is pulling you out of some stuff and he's pushing you onto some new stuff. So while he's pulling you, you're just really you don't want to go. Some of you know where you're supposed to go. God told you to do something particular, but you said no. And the reason why you said no was not because you couldn't do it, but because you felt that you was not ready to do it, and because you felt that you couldn't do it, even though you knew you were. You did not want to do what God told you to do. So God says that he is pulling you, just as the seas was raging against Jonah and everything was happening. He stopped and he prayed and he said, oh, Lord, this is just too much for me. This is taking too much for me. So I'm going to go and do what you said. And so as God is pulling you out of that bad marriage, God is pulling you out of that sexual abuse, God is pulling you out of physical abuse, God is pulling you out from one job to the other, God is pulling you out of sexual sin that you in. God is pulling you out of that stuff. And then you don't want to go. So you're kind of holding back. But God is going to keep pulling on you until you decide, like Jonah here, that you're going to listen and you're going to follow God's way anyway. He's pulling you out and he's pushing you into where you're supposed to be. He's pulling you out of that mess And he's pushing you toward your deliverance. He's pushing you toward him. He's pushing you toward a greater relationship with him. He's pushing you into new. He's pulling you out of the old you. He's pushing you into the new you. He's pulling you out of that old wine skin, and he's pushing you in the new wine skin, because God says that you cannot travel this road. God said you cannot go this spiritual journey that he has for you. So he is pulling you. Allow God to continue to pull you, because he's going to push you into something new. Just like God said to Jonah, you need to do this. You need to do this. I'm so sorry, y'all. My son, he texted me in school. I'm so sorry. I that was God's message. God definitely was God's message, because he just wants you to know that he's still with you. God says he's still with you. And though the seas may be raging and it seems like you're going to be swallowed up, God said no. He's got his eye on you. But he's pushing you, and he's pulling you out, and he's pushing you in. He's got his eye on you. And so even though it seems like the seas are raging, even though it seems like you're in this tunnel and you can't seem to get out, you don't know the way out. You just keep walking. You don't need to know the way out of this. All you got to do is let God pull you and push you. You don't need to know the way out. You don't need to know what's going on. You don't need to do any of that. The only thing you need to do is keep the faith in God. Because just as Jonah went and hid and tried to do everything he could do, he ended up praying to God, asking God for forgiveness, and then he ended up going to that town that God didn't want him to go to anyway. So, and he went there and he preached what God told him to do. So, thank you, Jesus. Peace be still. God is saying, peace be still. That's your message for today. And as I read that message, I was just laughing. I said, I got it. I got it. And I was so excited to come up here and give you the message today. So I hope you were blessed by that. And still read the book of Jonah. It's a small book. I think it's only 3 chapters. Yep. So it's a blessing. Read the book of Jonah. Bye. I thank you, God. Bye-bye.